Are you also tired of creating resume on your own and you don't know why it's getting rejected every time? So just follow this simple method that will make your life easy. So recently, everyone asked me how did I get into Adobe and even got so many calls from different companies for interviews. So how was my resume shortlisted? So the very first thing is my resume was shortlisted because of just few things that I always keep up in my mind, and I would like to share that with everyone. So the first thing is you must be aware of ATS score. Everyone knows about that. So most of the resumes aren't rejected by humans. Initial stage is the robo checking. Basically, it's the machines that are being scanning a resume. So many a times that is the reason that the most valuable resumes also get rejected because of this, because they don't follow the format. So the first thing is when you talk about ATS score. Now, how to check your ATS score? So these are the websites where you can go and upload your resume and actually check out your ATS score. Then talking about how to improve the ATS score. So from my perspective, I've been using Overleaf to create my resume since it is 3 years, and it has been very helpful for me. I would suggest the same for you guys too. Yeah, it could be a bit hectic if you aren't aware how to do up, or maybe how to start this initially, but I would say it can be turned into easy thing if you use a simple ChatGPT prompt. That is the best way and the easiest approach we've got in today's time. Then talking about, once you have your ATS score ready, then comes the second point is how to apply. So many of people actually talk about how we apply. So how I was applying is I had my LinkedIn updated, literally updated for everything, the projects I've been working on, the projects I have worked on, all my skills. So that is very important. There could be projects internally which you aren't allowed to share. So instead of mentioning the project's name or even the crucial or confidential details, make sure you just have the details about maybe the tech stack, or if it's about streaming, let's say if it about involves queues, Kafka, AWS, anything. So just mention those things in a formulated way that it doesn't highlight the important or the confidential details of the project. That is very most important thing. Then talking about the projects and even your experience, that accounts a lot. Now how we are going to apply it, I choose 3 websites that are very very important. This is not a collaborative post, so it's just my point of view that I'm sharing. So the first part is Insta Hire. So that is from where I got into Adobe. And if you ask me, I didn't apply. I was reached out with a recruiter on his own. So that's a very good portal if you ask me. Many people do use it. Do check out Insta Hire. Then LinkedIn, obviously. LinkedIn has to be the one. Then the third one is Naukri.com, but beware of frauds because there are many such cases happening there. So it's not that good, but still, if you ask me, the top 3, so these are the ones which I've used. Then once we've applied, we also need to find some good references also. So once you find there's a job opening, you feel you can get a referral from it, maybe your close friends, your seniors, or maybe friend of friends. And if not, you can try reaching out to someone on LinkedIn. Maybe they actually help you in referrals. It helps because referrals count. Now, if that is not possible, then don't worry, you can directly apply because not everyone gets into with referrals. There are many who actually get in directly. So that is a very good way you can do that. And feel free when you are applying. Don't think that you don't have that much eligibility for that job. I'm not saying to apply for an 8+ years of experience when you are just 2+, but if it's like just missing out 1 or 2 skills, it's good you apply because that's what I usually do. If you like start cutting off yourself from the jobs, then I think it would be just limited because there are many people who will be cutting you off. Also, the third thing, when you're applying to jobs, the very first or very last and very most important thing is to have that patience and accept rejection. There are many friends of mine who actually start feeling low that we got a rejection mail from this company, we got a rejection mail from that company, and just a single rejection hurts. I think people who are working at the top level companies also face that. So just accept the fact that you aren't meant for every place, and rejections are a part of that. You should be prepared to get 5 acceptance out of 100 and 95 rejections because of automation. Also, job closes, sometimes it's hiring freeze, sometimes it's maybe you are not standing out or some other person is hired for that job. So be prepared of all the things going around. So please, please, please don't panic. That is the very, very, very most important thing when you are applying for jobs. Now we have our resume sorted, we applied for jobs, we got referrals, we actually did what we wanted. Then comes interviews. So what if you get a call for interviews? How to do that? So it's good if you go for mock interviews. Personally, I did, and it's not always go for paid mock interviews. I won't say it's not required. If you are from the same background, you have friends, you have seniors, try reaching out to them. They'll help you out because they can actually give you the exact feedback you want to. And if you are okay with the paid mock interviews and all, then I would say that is also very good. But yeah, be sure and please be careful whom you are paying. There are many people who are acting upon such things. I won't say like everyone is wrong, but there are many people who are falsely trying to make people just make money out of people's values. So be careful of the mock interviews. And apart from mock interviews, there are various channels you can reach out to. If you're preparing for interviews, go for lead code interviews, that's lead code discussion. So I think that is the best place where you get all the questions on the format where people have posted how and what they were asked. So I feel instead of YouTube, if you go there, scan and then apply, so that is a very good thing. And if you ask me how to go through all this and how you'll remember, like solve one question, no, never. What you need to do is go through interview experience. You find 4-5 questions, maybe you are shortlisting it like TR1, TR2, TR3s or whatever the rounds are. Take an Excel sheet. I guess I have mentioned this in some earlier videos also. So this one is again the same. Take an Excel sheet. Write the company's name in that subsheet. Mention maybe if you want columns, just in the columns TR1, TR2, managerial and all that. If you find the questions link in lead code, just paste that link. If you find the direct question, just place that direct question and just copy paste, and be careful you're not duplicating it. And if you find that question asked once or twice, twice or thrice, that means the probability of that question to be asked is very high. Mark them with colors. So let's say the question that was asked 5 or more times, mark it as red or very important ones. Then maybe you can use some other color like orange for the lower ones, and somewhere you can write it down. These are the questions that were asked. So that actually prepares you for that particular company's interview. So it's a very, very good point when it comes on highlighting how to actually go up. Coming on for this point for Excel sheet, so I have this Excel sheet created since my college days when I was preparing for my first job. Since till today I have the same Excel sheet that's helping me out, and I'll say it's kind of a god thing for me. If you ask me today also, I'll just go back to that particular sheet, update it for a new company, or you look back into it. So that's true. And if you want me to share my Excel sheet with you guys, do comment and like, share and subscribe. Maybe that motivates me to create a copy for you guys and actually share, because I don't find it wrong in sharing it with people, because it's the research that I have done and it would save your time for doing this whole research. Thank you. And if I missed out on something, and if there's any question that's coming up to your mind, do let me know. Bye bye.